Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in an Advent Countdown project. Loving it! We're getting so close to the end. That means Christmas is coming. Yay! So exciting. I'm a big kid at Christmas. Okay, so this bag is originally, I decided as a baby bag, and then I thought, you know what? It's cute for babies, let's make it cute for Christmas. So it opens up this way, so you untie the bow, and, well, I'll show you. I'm not going to be able to get the bow tied again. So the bow comes through the opening part, and that's where you put your goodies and treats inside there. And it pops open, it's great. And then it ties down closed again. I won't tie this one again, maybe I'll use this one for the photos. Anyway, this is using the lullaby paper and very much the baby theme, but I wanted to show that you can take baby or other projects and turn them into Christmas. And so I have got some gorgeous Christmas paper. It is the Santa & Co paper, and I know that people have said, it's not my taste, it's not my kind of paper, I'm not interested in it. But seriously, even if you don't like the crazy Santas, there are still so many parts of this that are gorgeous. You just have to think outside the box. Ha! No pun intended. Right, piece of cardstock that is 4 inches by 8 inches, which is 10 by 20. And what is very important when you've got a pattern is that it needs to be, the pattern looks correct to you on the short side, because the box actually folds up like that. So that's really important. Okay, on the long side, we're going to score it at 3 inches, 4 inches, 7 inches, and 7 1/8 of an inch, which in metric is 7.5, 10, 17.5, and 18 centimetres. And then you turn it round and score it at 1 and at 3, which is 2.5 and 7.5. There goes my voice. A lot of filming going on today. Okay, fold your score lines and burnish them, because it's a small box, but we're going to be working quite tight with it. And then these two little ones, it's quite important because that's actually this bit here, so that when you fold it over it doesn't buckle or go nasty or anything like that. Okay, so it's going to close up like that and it's going to fold over. So there's a couple of bits that we need to remove because it's going to all fold in, and it is, which side can you see best? Basically it is the square and the little skinny doodah bit next to it. So I can see that. I'm not sure how well you can, so let me just turn it over. So that's the hingy part. Can you see? So I've removed the hingy extra little skinny part too. Do that on both sides. And then what you need to do now is grab your tag topper punch, and this is the one with the straight edge. I can't remember what it's called. I don't use this one very often. It's usually the scallop one that I use. Can't remember what it's called. So I want to trim off this part. So basically you just fold those bits over, slide it in as far as it will go, and you can just double check through there and punch it out, and that's just created my little shape. Okay, and then also, while it's still not been stuck down at this point, fold over, grab a paper piercer or a pen, and you can see how I've lined it up, because I just want to put a little mark where I want to put another hole. So that's there. And it's up to you whether you use a handheld punch or you just use your paper piercer to wiggle a hole. It's up to you, but we're going to use that in a minute to feed our ribbon through. Okay, right, bits to cut. So we've got our tabs, our tabbed end there, and then there's a little square in the middle. Trim either side of the square. And then this part here, which is the tabbed end, is these panels are going to be the back, and that's going to be the front. So you want to put adhesive down the inside of these parts here. At this point you would probably want to put your ribbon in. I can't speak. Ribbon in. Where is it? So I have got the cotton ribbon in Whisper White, cut off a length and you need to get a knot into one end of it. So, knots I can do. Bows I can't, knots I can do. You need to keep your knot as far down as possible. And then feed the other two ends through from the inside to the back. Doesn't matter how long it is. Length is good for me with this project. So that, you can see why we've prepped that bit first. So, adhesive down here. So that's the inside. I'm using fuse and sticking it to myself. Oh, look, it's all over my nails. Let's take that off before I stick myself to myself. Fold in your inside bits. They're going to tuck away. You could put adhesive on those if you wanted to. Fold up your sides. And the same over here. That's that bit of glue. And just firmly press on the inside. Now we're going to show the cardstock who is boss, because we've got 2 layers of cardstock here that we're going to fold. And you do, yeah, it's because our paper is good quality, strong stuff. Doesn't like to be manipulated too much. The pun in there, I'm sure. But if you just give it a little bit of oomph, it will pinch in. And then it's just a case of pulling these through the hole. Just using the back of my, the end of my stylus here to push them through. And when you fold it over, because we've got that little sort of lip there, that will work. I'm going to grab a peg just to hold it closed for a second so that I can show you. So you've got that lip, that little edge, and then just tie a bow or a knot or whatever you fancy putting on the front. Or in my case, whatever you can manage to do. Can I tie a bow? Oh yeah. Isn't that sweet? And you can see where my mind was thinking with doing a baby version of it. I just thought that was really cute. You could put some booties in there. Or for baby shower gifts. I know that's quite popular. We don't really have baby showers in the UK. You know, we give gifts after the baby's born, but we didn't really have the baby shower thing. I'd have done well with 4 children, wouldn't I? Right, little bit of stamping. A fitting occasion. I'm using the same stamp set I used before, but this is great because it's got background stamps for background punching. So I'm using this one, and I'm also using the Made by Me for You. And I've got Old Olive, which is the colour that's in the background there. Oh, I'm popping open slightly there. I'm going to put a mini glue dot in there. Oh, I haven't got enough adhesive, that's why. So one of those, and I'm going to punch that with a petite, no, with the curly label punch. And another one there. Let me just grab a glue dot and close those little bits up. There we go. That's closed better, isn't it? Oh, and I've smudged that. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go, that's better. So, curly label punch for this one, and it actually isn't square. It is, well, obviously it's not square because it's got curly edges, but it's not, it's very slightly rectangular, so it works one way, not the other. And then I want my 1-inch circle for this. And over here I've got some silver glimmer paper, and I've got a 1 1/4 inch scallop circle. And although I stamped in the middle of that one, I'm not going to in this one. I'm going to punch it. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but I found this in my scraps box. It's the red glimmer paper, the little star punch in the red. Let's build it up and see what it looks like. So I have a dimensional on the back of that one to sit inside that bit. And another one on there. put this on the parcel before I stick the red on. It might not work. Don't know. I don't practice my projects particularly. I do practice to make the samples, but I don't practice beyond that. And do we think this is going to work? Oh yeah, that is going to work. That is cute. Okay, I'm going to roll up a glue dot. Ah, I like that. It's kind of cute. What would you have put inside if you hadn't put a star? That's my question for today. What would you have put inside there instead of a red glimmer star? Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.